Talk about rallying for your team. It's a tidal wave of orange and blue jerseys here in downtown Edmonton for Game 4 of the 2024 Stanley Cup Final. You can tell just by walking around throughout this city the desperation, the anxiety, and the just flood of emotions that all these fans are feeling as their season is on the line. The Edmonton Oilers have found themselves in the worst possible situation in the Stanley Cup Final, with their opponent having 3 wins, with only 1 more preventing them from hoisting the Stanley Cup. And while the Oilers, same where they needed to be at the beginning of the series, they need to win 4 games with only 4 games left, so it's time to put on a clinic and go undefeated. As you can tell, there's a lot of fans here around me, including myself, finally making the trip back from Florida after 3 days of canceled and delayed flights across several airlines. Glad to be here, and while that whole trip was a lot of anxiety, nothing more anxiety causing than what is going on here tonight at Rogers Place. The Oilers need to recreate history, something that's only been done once before. Now here's Adam Ziccarelli with what exactly it's going to take for the Oilers to get back in this series.
We're here at the festival at the final where Shania Twain just played in front of thousands of fans, but we got Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final between the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. Now the Oilers are down 3-0, and not many teams have come back in the past. Actually, only one team has come back in the Stanley Cup Final to eventually win it, and that was in 1942, the Toronto Maple Leafs defeating the Detroit Red Wings. Now, you know, in recent history, there have been teams that have done it. In 2014, the LA Kings did it in the first round against the San Jose Sharks, eventually winning the Stanley Cup. And back in 2010, the Philadelphia Flyers defeated the Boston Bruins. It's going to take a lot of resilience and a lot of effort, starting with 1 step at a time and 1 game at a time. And it's fitting that Shania Twain performed before this game, because as Shania Twain says, it's important to give it your all while you still got a chance. From Edmonton, Adam Ziccarelli, City News.